what is cookie and how using cookie the server is maintaining the state of user. So that is called as session management. Just little bit information that again I am repeating. Session management is a technique. So where the server is recognizing a particular client, a particular user when multiple requests coming from that user. And there are so many approaches that we can perform session management, and cookie is one of the technique. So cookie basically it is creating in a server side but persisting in client side. That part already we have discussed. Now we will take an example for better clarity. So we have a form. So let my form name is index.html file. Suppose this form is file name is index.html. Suppose file name is index.html. Let we have a form, and suppose one attribute, let attribute name is name, and this is nothing but a text box, and there is a command button, and the value of the command button is OK. So let we have a form. So let the form file name is index.html file. Suppose I will put the value of name. Suppose if I will give the value Priyanka. Okay. So now after that, if I will click on command button, so we know, so when I will click on the command button, so an action will generate. So when an action will generate, one servlet will execute. So let that servlet name is first servlet.java. First servlet.java. So what is the purpose of this servlet? First of all, form data will process form data. So let it after processing form data. So what the output it will generate? Suppose let hi Priyanka, output will come. Then after that we will create a cookie. Then after that, so one command button will display. Let the value of that command button is go. Okay, so this is the output of first servlet. Okay, so we have a form. Let the form file name is index.html, and there is one attribute. The attribute name is name, that is nothing but a text box. When we will input data in text box, then we will click on button, then a servlet is executing. And what is the output of this servlet? Hi, whatever the name I will give here. Suppose if I will give the value Priyanka, then hi Priyanka, it will come to the picture. Then we will create a cookie. Then after that, a command button will display, and the command button name is go. Then when I will click on the go button, because we have to represent multiple requests, one click, one request is going over the web to the server side, immediately we will get the response. So when I will click on again go button, then another servlet will execute. So let that servlet name is second servlet.java. Let that servlet name is second servlet.java. And so what is the purpose of this servlet? Purpose of this servlet is, so whatever we will create a cookie in first servlet, and we know that cookie containing a small piece of information. Cookie have a name, and cookie is containing a single piece of information. So in first servlet, whatever we will create a cookie, and the cookie is containing that some information, that particular information that I will get along with welcome that. Suppose information is Priyanka, so I will get welcome Priyanka, but this information Priyanka that we will get from cookie. So this is the purpose of second servlet.java. Okay, so here in this way, so we will represent multiple requests, multiple click, two click, so multiple click. So that is representing as multiple requests. So what are the required files that we have to develop? Required files that we have to develop. First one is index.html file. Second one is first servlet.java. Third is second servlet.java, and fourth is web.xml file. So these are the required files that we have to develop. Now we will go to our Eclipse environment. So this is my project structure, and this is the first index.html file, simply one form that we will create, and the form action equals to first servlet. So any action will generate in the form. So when action will generate, when after putting the value, when we will click on the button. So action, that means a servlet will execute. So how it will, we will write form action equals to first servlet. So that means in this form, when action will generate, first servlet.java that will execute immediately. We have to develop first servlet.java, and one attribute, that is name, that is nothing but a text box. So input type is equal to text, input type is equal to text, name is equal to whatever we can write. So I have given name. Then for the command button, input type equals to submit, value equals to OK. Let Control S. Then immediately we have to develop a servlet. So I will go to the package. My package name is com.priyanka, and right click on the package, new. Then servlet. Servlet is nothing but a class. So class name is first servlet. Okay, that already we all have known. So how to create a servlet? Okay, so first servlet is nothing but a class. So first servlet, that class name I provided. Then I will click on next button, and you will see this is the URL pattern slash class name is your URL pattern. Then click on next button. Then I will select do get, and I will unselect do post. So from do get and do post, one you have to select and one you have to unselect. So let default service method is get method. So do get I am just selecting. So then click on finish button. So in this way, so one servlet that I created, that servlet name is first servlet.java, but this servlet we will develop in our own way. So first of all, this package maximum portion that I am deleting. So this portion I am deleting, and this portion I am deleting. So first of all, we will import three packages. So servlet API that we have to import, javax.servlet.star package, then import javax.servlet.http.star package, then import java.io.star package. So this part already we all have known. So developing any servlet, it is mandatory that we have to import three packages. So servlet is nothing but a child class which is extending from HTTP servlet class. So this is my service method, do get method, taking two object, request object, and another is a response object. Okay, so now, so we will write the logic, whatever we have the problem statement, then accordingly we will write the required logic. So first two line is common, that already I have given the clarity. So that is what first two statement that we will write, response dot set content type, response dot set content type, within bracket I will write text or HTML, which type of content that I want to set as response. So whether we are wanting text content or HTML content that we will set as response, then I will write, then I will get what the object out. Okay, for writing the output statement. So print writer out equals to response dot get writer. So in this way, so when get writer method is invoking by the response object, then we are getting print writer object out. So once we will get out, then we can write out.print method. So this is the output statement in Java Enterprise Edition context. So now So first of all, we will go to our analysis part. So what the first part is, what first servlet. So it will process our form data. So very simple how to process our form data. So string, let string, suppose what s1 equals to a request dot get parameter. So get parameter is a method within bracket what I will write in index.html what we have written name equals to. So this part, so I will copy, then I will paste here exactly. So get parameter method coming from HTTP servlet request interface, so that's why it is invoking by request object. So when get parameter method is invoking by request object, then within bracket what in index.html file name equals to whatever we have written, so that we are specifying, then form data will process. Then get parameter method is a such method, it is returning a string type of variable. That means when in our form the name value or inside the text box whatever I will give the name value, so that will store in s1, that will assign in s1. So that means s1, the variable s1 containing the name value. Okay, so this is the first point. Second point is here now. So I will write out dot print, one output statement I will write. Then what I will write, hi, some I will give a space, then s1. So as per our analysis, so first hi Priyanka, if inside the text box if I will give the value Priyanka, so I will get the result hi Priyanka. So this is the step number one, first output that we did. Then second objective of this servlet is what? We will create a cookie. So how to create a cookie? So you remember cookie is a built-in class name. Cookie is a built-in class name coming from Java x.servlet.http package. So if I will create an object of cookie class, that object is representing a cookie. So I will create a cookie object. Create a cookie object. Create a cookie, that means cookie object. Cookie is a built-in class name. Cookie let object name is ck, class name object name equals to new class name. Okay, then at the time of creation of an object of cookie class, so already we have studied, so cookie have a name. So whatever you can give the name. Okay, cookie name, suppose let's see name, suppose let. So this is whatever you can give, this is completely user defined, and cookie containing an information. So here information is nothing but s1, because whatever the value I will give inside the text box, so that is the information. So here cookie is containing one information. So when we will create an object of cookie class, so it is mandatory that we have to give the cookie name and information. But here name, information, name value that have stored in s1. So I wrote s1. So s1 is containing information, that is the name value. Okay, then this is the first point. So this ck is the object of cookie and it is representing creation of cookie. Then as per what the mechanism, cookie creating at the server side and cookie will come to the client along with response. So whatever the cookie that we are creating, so that cookie will come to the client along with response. So how I will write? So for that I will write response dot, there is a built-in method add cookie. There is a built-in method add cookie. So it is coming from HTTP servlet response interface. So that's why it is invoking by HTTP servlet response object, that is response. Okay, so you see, so automatically it is coming the picture. So the meaning is what? So whatever the cookie created, that is ck, that ck is coming along with response. So the cookie is coming to the client along with response. So for that, which line that we have to write, so that is response dot add cookie method. So there is a method add cookie. So when it is invoking by response object, and within add cookie method, within bracket ck, that cookie object we are specifying. So this is the second objective of this servlet. Then third objective is one comment button will display. One comment button will display. So that means that comment button will come to the picture in the form of output. So output means, so I have to write out.print statement. Then comment button. Okay. And so when I will click on the button, so first of all, we will do the analysis. This button will display in the form of output screen. But again, when I will click on the button, so second servlet.java will execute. So that part in which way that I will write. So I will write in this way, form action equals to then second servlet. Second servlet. The meaning is, so when action will generate, second servlet.java will execute. So here one point that you remember, so already double quote within bracket I have given, but here double quote is requiring. But you remember within parenthesis, once we are specifying double quote symbol, then after that in the middle, if double quote symbol is requiring, then in place of that, so you will specify single quotes, because multiple times double quote we cannot specify, error will arise. So once already double quote symbol that already I have specified, so here I will, that's why I specified single quote. Then I will write out.print, because output statement we have to write, because command button will what display in the form of output. So I will write in this way, input type equals to, so submit. So here's double quote, but here I am specifying single quote because already double quote I have specified. So input type equals to submit, value equals to, right? So value equals to O. Okay, then semicolon, then out.print method, then I will end for. So this is my first servlet.java. This is my first servlet.java. I hope you got clarity. Okay, so this is my first servlet objective. First, whatever the text box is containing the value, that is name value, so that assigned in S1, and one output statement we have written. Based on this output statement, output will come high, this name value. Then after that, what we did, we created a cookie, and cookie object or cookie name is ck, and cookie name is cname, and cookie is containing information. That information is the value of S1. Then after that, the cookie is coming along with response. For that, we have written a statement, response.add cookie method. And after that, so this is the one output, what command button will display in the form of output. That's why output statement I wrote. Then immediately you see we have to develop second servlet.java, because we have specified form action equals to second servlet. So now control S for saving. Then I will go to, again we will create a second servlet, new servlet, class name is second servlet, click on next button. Then this is my URL pattern that we will specify in web.xml file. Then click on next button, on select do post, select do get, click on finish button. Then same way that we will do always in our own way. So the no need, so maximum things that we'll delete. So this part is not required. So that's why I am removing this line. Okay. So now Okay, so I will, one thing that I am doing, I am copying this package. Okay, so instead of this, we will write simply this three line java x dot servlet dot star package, java x dot servlet dot http dot star package. These two packages is called as servlet API, and for input output related things, we are importing java.io package. So first two line is common. Now I copied and I will paste here. Okay. So what is the purpose of second servlet.java? What is the purpose of second servlet.java? So as per the analysis, whatever the cookie we have created in first servlet and whatever the cookie containing information, that information we will get in second servlet. Okay, then how? You remember one thing, when cookie we are creating internally, cookie and whatever the cookie is containing information, internally an array is creating. An array is creating, and that array is containing information. Or we can say whatever the cookie is containing information, that information is assigning in the form of an array, but that array is which type of array? Cookie type of array. Because cookie is a built-in class name, a class is a type. So what again I am repeating, so whatever the cookie containing information, that information is assigning in the form of an array, in an array of type cookie. So first of all, so that array, so how I will get? Okay, so there is a method, get cookies method, coming from http servlet request interface. That's why I will call by request object request dot, the method name is get cookies. Okay, so get cookies method, when it is invoking by request object, it is returning an array. It is returning an array. Which type of array? Cookie type of array. It is returning an one dimensional array. Let my array name is ARR. So it is which type of array? Cookie type of array. Cookie is a class is a type. Okay, now so our first objective is what? Whatever the cookie containing information, that information that I will get. Okay, so array means index is generating, zeroth index is containing one information, one index, two index. So here cookie is containing only one information, that means first index, that is zeroth index containing that information. So directly I will write within output statement out.print method, and we will write suppose welcome, and there is a space, and directly I will write, so ARR, my array name is ARR of 0, that the index value dot, so to access that value, that information, there is a method get value method, this. Okay, so control S for saving. So this is the purpose of second servlet. Second servlet purpose is whatever we have created cookie in first servlet and cookie containing information, that information I will get in second servlet. So the concept is saying whatever the cookie is containing information, that information is assigning in an array. So that array is which type of array? That array is a cookie type of array. So first point is, first of all, we will get that array. So how to get that array? There is a method, get cookies method. So that get cookies method, when it is invoking by request object, then we are getting an array of type cookie. Okay, then once we will get an array, so that through the index value, zeroth index is containing first information. So to access the particular information, there is a built-in method, get value method, getting value, getting information. So which method that I have to call? So get value method that I call, welcome, then that information. Now control S. So in this way, we developed first servlet.java, then we developed second servlet.java, then we will go to web.xml file. So since we have two servlet, So already we know that how to develop web.xml file. It is a deployment descriptor file containing all the deployment details about servlet. So since we have two servlet, first servlet and second servlet, so first servlet begin, servlet end, servlet name is suppose abc, class name is com.priyanka is my package name dot first servlet, class name is first servlet. Similarly, in servlet mapping begin, servlet mapping end. So first line is same servlet name, then your URL pattern. URL pattern is already we have seen slash class name first servlet. So second, so def and servlet class name is package name that is com.priyanka dot second servlet, second servlet, and here URL pattern is slash second servlet, second servlet. Then my welcome file is index.html file, index.html file, control S. So welcome file. So when I will run this project, so which output is coming first, the corresponding file that we have to set as welcome file, and my welcome file is index.html file. So this is my web.xml file, or in this way that we will develop our web.xml file. Servlet begin, servlet end. So inside this, so there is a sub attribute servlet, servlet name and servlet class. Okay, so servlet begin, servlet end, this is my attribute and this is the sub attribute. Then servlet mapping begin and servlet mapping end. Similarly, since we have two servlet, so again we have to so specify servlet begin and servlet end, servlet mapping begin, servlet mapping end, and this is my welcome file that we will set. So this part already we all have known. So our all the required files that we developed. So index, this is my index.html, this is my first servlet.java, this is my second servlet.java, and this is my web.xml file. So now all the required files that we developed, so I will now run my project. So we know that how to run a project. Right click on the project and run as, run on server, select server name, click on next button, select project name, click on finish button. So now the server is executing and you see, so the first output came to the picture. Suppose I will give the value Priyanka. So when I will give the value, name value, that is Priyanka, and I will click on OK button, then first servlet will execute. So you see, I will click on OK button. You see, so first servlet.java so executed hi Priyanka along with a command button go. So this button, so this is my output. So this is the output of first servlet.java. Now again I will click on go button. Again I will click on go button. Then second servlet.java will execute. Okay, and what is the purpose of second servlet.java, or what second servlet.java will what give the output? Welcome, then Priyanka. Okay, you see, now I will click on go button, then we got welcome Priyanka. So welcome Priyanka, that is second servlet is providing. So this is the output screen. Okay, so I hope you got clarity. So this is the cookie technique and how to create a cookie, then how the use of cookie in servlet that we